Hello everyone, continuing our discussion on models of oligopoly. We are seeing the next model, which is the Sweezy's model. Sweezy's model is also known as the Kinked demand curve. P. Sweezy introduced the concept of kinked demand curve to explain the determination of equilibrium in an oligopolistic market. What the demand curve facing an oligopolist has a kink at the prevailing price. This is because each oligopolist believes that if he lowers the price below the prevailing level, the competitors will follow. But if he increases the price than the prevailing price, then the competitors will not follow and he will be losing his sales. So the kinked demand curve is like this. So on x-axis we measure output, on y-axis we have price. So this is the demand curve and this is the kink that they face. Okay, so if the price which is determined is here, okay, the price is determined here it is price at Q. So OQ is the price and OM is the output. This is the DD curve. Okay, due to this behavioral pattern, wherein what we see is that that the oligopolist believes that a particular firm, if he increases the price, say to this level, okay, say to this level, he would be losing the market share. On the other hand, if he lowers his price till this level, then all the competitors will follow, and due to this he is not going to get any sort of benefit of reduction in prices. So the upper segment is considered to be elastic, while the lower segment that we see is considered to be inelastic. So what happens in this case is ये जो है वो elastic है और ये inelastic है. So the elasticity in this case is very less, so lower portion is relatively inelastic. If oligopolist reduces its price below the prevailing level of MP, then he fears that the customers would go away from them. Therefore, he will not reduce the price. On the other hand, the oligopolist will gain only a very less amount of profits. In the same manner, as everyone else also follows it. So hence the demand curve which lies below the prevailing price is inelastic. If oligopolist raises his prices below the prevailing price, then his sales would be reduced. As a result, if he raises the prices, the customers will go to his competitors. So an increase in price will lead to a large reduction in sale. Since oligopolist is not going to gain neither by reducing the price nor increasing the price, he will try to keep his price at the constant level, and he will never try to increase or decrease his price. For determining profits and profit and maximizing maximizing price output combination, marginal revenue curve is to be seen. So marginal revenue curve, if we see, has a corresponding kink in it. So if we draw the marginal revenue curve like this, we have y-axis, we have x-axis. This is the point of origin. Here we have the output, and here we have the price. So if there is a kink in here, this is the demand curve and this is the kink that we see. Sorry, let's draw it again. This is the demand curve and this is the kink in it. So at this level the price gets determined. At this level the price gets determined. The price is determined at this level, wherein we have, this is the DD curve. Okay, this is the DD curve. here what we find is that there is a gap between the marginal revenue curve, and the length of the gap depends on the level of elasticities that are there. So here we have the marginal revenue curve, okay, wherein the kink occurs. There is a gap, and this gap is determined on the basis, the gap that is there would be on the basis of the fact that where the demand curve, sorry, where the kink is there in the price level. The greater the difference in two elasticities of the upper demand curve and the lower demand curve, the wider the gap would be. If marginal cost curve of the oligopolist passes through the discontinuous portion of MR, अगर यहाँ से pass हो रहा है, if it passes through this level, then the oligopolist will be maximizing his profit at the prevailing price. As he is maximizing his profit at the prevailing price, he will have no incentive to change the price. So अगर MC curve यहाँ से pass on हो रहा है, if the MC curves pass on like this, then the oligopolist will be having the maximum profit here. On the other hand, the major drawback of the on the other hand, if it passes through this level, okay, if it passes through from here, if the MC curve passes like this, then he will not be increasing the price, because if he increases the price, he will be losing the sales. On the other hand, if it decreases the price, he will not be able to get the benefit of anything, because he cannot reduce the price beyond this level. इस point के नीचे वो price अगर reduce करता है तो वो market में survive नहीं कर पाएगा. So he will neither be increasing the price nor decreasing the price. So the price remains constant at this level only. Okay, the price remains constant at this level only, and he does not try to increase or decrease the price as the case may be, because वहाँ पे status को maintain करने की हमेशा कोशिश की जाएगी. The major drawback of kink demand curve is that it does not explain the determination of price. It just explains that there is price rigidity in the oligopolistic type of market, and it does not apply for the type of price leadership or collusion in the market. There are a number of imperfect collusions, and it is one of the most important forms of price, and it does not explain anything related to price leadership or cartels. Kink demand curve is also not applicable to oligopolistic market, wherein there is product differentiation, and due to this deficiencies, a general theory of pricing is impossible to be formulated under oligopoly, because हर product के लिए, हर चीज़ के लिए, हर situation के लिए अलग अलग factors play करते हैं, अलग अलग roles play करते हैं, और अलग अलग तरह से उनकी price determination की जाती है. So in the next video we will be seeing about price leadership. Thank you everyone.